Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back to GDC English classes guys. And here we are back again for you guys. That's for NIPER JEE 2020-26 model paper number 5. Okay, so that we have for you guys, and I'll be taking your pharma portion except pharmaceutical chemistry, and that will be taken by Akhilesh, and then Aditi ma'am will be taking your non-pharma. All right, guys. So, good morning, everyone. Are you here? It seems to be no one is here. It seems to be no one is here. Okay, chalo. Then, fine. Let's start with this pharma section over here, in which I'll be taking about pharmacology and allied subject, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, pharmacognosy, biochemistry, pharmaceutics and allied subject, as well as microbiology. Okay, so this is the thing that you have to get solved with me over here, right? So let's get started with the first question that we have for you guys. All right. So here we have pharmacology and allied subject that we have 23 MCQs for this question. All right. 23 MCQs for this one. Okay. Let's get started with the first question. Okay. Now, which of the following compound is not a hormone? Okay. Which is not a hormone over here? Is it your bromocriptine, somatotropin, thyroxine, or vasopressin? What's that? Anyone is here? Yes, that's your bromocriptine, somatotropin, thyroxine, or vasopressin case. That's your, obviously, your bromocriptine, which is your T2 agonist, right? Dopamine agonist, right? Somatotropin, if I talk about somatotropin, is nothing but your somatostatin, right? Somatostatin, which is your growth hormone inhibitor, right? Which is your growth hormone inhibitor. Thyroxine, that's your T4, that's your thyroid gland hormone, right? T4, thyroid gland. Vasopressin is also known to be as an antidiuretic hormone, which is released from pituitary gland, right? So bromocriptine is your dopamine analog, which is going to increase the dopamine levels, right? Now, the antimicrobial agent who inhibits the ergosterol biosynthesis is what? The antimicrobial agent who inhibits the ergosterol biosynthesis is ketoconazole, amphotericin B, fluidized cytosine, or grisophilin. Yeah, ergosterol biosynthesis, guys. Ergosterol biosynthesis, if I talk about, then 14 alpha demethylase. 14 alpha demethylase is an enzyme which is very much responsible for ergosterol biosynthesis, and through which this ketoconazole, itraconazole, and amikonazole drugs going to bind onto that one. Okay, alpha 14 alpha demethylase. Okay, chalo. Now, okay, now this one drug DEC. Okay, diethyl carbamazine is used for the treatment of which one? Is it your ranunculiasis, schistosomiasis, filariasis, or teniasis? What's that? Granuloculiasis, drano, dracunculiasis, okay, schistosomiasis, filariasis, or teniasis. This is your guys filariasis, that's Hana? DEC is a drug of choice for the treatment of filariasis, and filariasis is uh, induced by Wisheria Bancrofti, right? Wisheria Bancrofti, right? That's your parasite. Okay, so one of the following is a benzodiazepine calcium channel blocker. Okay, benzodiazepine calcium channel blocker. Is it your verapamil, nifedipine, piperidine, or diltiazem? Okay, so we do have calcium channel blocker. Specifically, if I talk about that's your L calcium channel, and a L calcium channel for your antihypertensive drug, right? L calcium channel over here, and a L type calcium channel. So verapamil, nifedipine, piperidine, or diltiazem. That's your guys benzodiazepine. If I talk about benzodiazepine, is your diltiazem. Okay, diltiazem. How you can remember this? How you can remember this? Hana? In you can say Pakistani cricketer, man. Babar, B for Babar, and this is your Azam. Okay, Babar Azam. That's a Pakistani cricketer. So that you have to remember through this trick. Or you can say in Hindi, that's your Behan Ji ka Dil. बहन जी का दिल. Alright? So, that's your 𝛿𝑃r. And verapamil is your nothing but, verapamil is nothing but your phenylalkylamine. Good morning, Yushu. Phenylalkylamine. Alright? Right? That is written over here. Phenylalkylamine. See, phenylalkylamine. Nifedipine is, that's your dihydropyridine. Okay? So, acyclovir is mostly used for the treatment of. Okay, now this one. Genital herpes simplex virus, HIV, sarcoma, or influenza. What's that? Anyone can tell me this one? Is there anyone who can tell me this question answer? Yeah, acyclovir is your antiviral drug for sure, right? Antiviral drug for sure. Anna? So that has been useful for, obviously that is your HSV, Anna. Acyclovir is useful for HSV, Anna. Herpes simplex virus, or you can say genital herpes simplex virus. That's your acyclovir, right? Chalo. Fine. Which anti-neoplastic drug is a peptide in nature? Okay, all right. Is a peptide in nature. Is it your pliomycin, aspartame, valinomycin, or dactomycin? Dactomycin. Yeah. Which one is this? Which anti-neoplastic drug is a peptide in nature? Is it your bleomycin, aspartame, valinomycin, or dactynomycin? That's your bleomycin, guys. And if you remember, this bleomycin can cause pulmonary fibrosis as well. Anna? Pulmonary fibrosis it can cause. So remember that one. That's an adverse ligament. Okay. Now this one, G protein coupled receptor. G protein coupled receptor are located intranuclearly in cell membrane, both A and B, or none of the above. What's that? G protein coupled receptor. G protein coupled receptor intranuclearly in cell membrane, both A and B, or none of the above. G protein coupled receptor. It is a transmembrane protein. Transmembrane protein, and this one is through also known as serpentine receptor, serpentine receptor, right? Also known to be as heptahelical receptor, right? So it is your cell membrane over here. Good evening, Purana Pandits. तुम्हारे लिए हमेशा शाम ही होती रहती है ना? Is that so? है ना? Do you every time see the evening all the day? Concurrent use of loop diuretics and streptomycin is avoided because of ototoxicity, nephrotoxicity, neuromuscular blockade, or agranulocytosis. Yeah, anyone? Yes, this one. You wake up at evening, you take your breakfast at evening, you take your lunch at evening, and you take your dinner at evening, you study in evening, right? And you sleep in evening. Is that so, Corona Pandit? है ना? So that's your loop diuretics and streptomycin obviously going towards your ototoxicity, guys. Specifically, if I talk about loop diuretics, then it is your epachrenic acid, which is specifically banned just because of ototoxicity. Furosemide also causes ototoxicity, whereas streptomycin also causes ototoxicity, right? सर मार्क्स ही नहीं आ रहे हैं, अब टेंशन हो रहा है, 50 के ऊपर नहीं गया। अबे भाई साहब, आज 9 मॉडल पेपर है। करो 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 यार, कराना पंडित, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा। 50 के ऊपर नहीं आ गया, दिक्कत वाली बात है ना? फोकस 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 एंड एनालाइज दोस थिंग्स कि जिसमें in which you are feeling like I'm not good enough. Anala, just write it down on a paper and analyze. Think, okay, in pharma portion, I'm lagging in cognosy, I'm lagging in pharmaceutical chemistry, I'm lagging in ecology, so text, whatever the topic is. Okay. In non-pharma, I'm lagging in reasoning, I'm lagging in GK, I'm lagging in English. Oh, what's that? See, in non-pharma, two things is uncontrollable and two things is uncontrollable. What's that? First thing, English is in your controllable and your reasoning is uncontrollable. GK is worldwide. You can't control your GK as well as mathematics as well. Okay. So that's the thing. Control your controllables and don't control the uncontrollables. That's what the thing I want to say to you guys. Okay. Just mention whatever the topics, right? Whatever the topics you are feeling uh, like not confident, then try to work on that one. हाँ तो ठीक है, जो कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहे हैं उसको मत जाओ अभी, ठीक है, जिसमें कंट्रोलेबल है उसको स्ट्रेंथ करो टॉपिक। चलो, strengthen your strength, that's what I want to say. Okay, चलो। Loss of visual activity due to optic neuritis is a major side effect of, चलो simple, GPAT 2026 का question, GPAT 2026 question, is it your pyrazinamide, ethambutol, rifampicin or thiocitazole? What's that? Yes, now he is deleting all the comments. क्या हो जाएगा भाई डिलीट करके, ये बताओ। That's your ethambutol, right? Ethambutol, E for eye toxicity, E for ethambutol, right? Pyrazinamide, P for pain in joints, pain in joints. Rifa, Dr. Rifa. Dr. Rifa means DNA dependent, DNA dependent RNA polymerase. That is the enzyme onto which rifampicin acts on it. Okay. Rifampicin also having orange urine, right? Simple question. Chalo. Which of the following anticonvulsant acts by blocking T-type calcium channels? Oh, okay. T-type calcium channel, 𝙂𝙄𝙎𝘾𝙄𝑖𝑚𝑖𝑛𝑠, iminotriptyline, or topiramate. Or topiramate. What's that? Yeah, 𝙂𝙄𝙎𝘾𝙄𝑖𝑚𝑖𝑛, obviously that's going to inhibit your T-type calcium channel, right? Channel. And 𝙂𝙄𝙎𝑘𝑠 is your drug of choice for? Can you guys tell me? Can you guys tell me? 𝙂𝙄𝙎𝑘𝑠 is a drug of choice for what kind of seizure? This is your model paper, guys. 20 days, 20 model paper. And you are getting it onto your batch. Batch code is NIPER 26. And you are good to go for this 20 days, 20 model paper for the NIPER as well. Okay. Now, everyone's favorite question. Gray-Baby syndrome is caused by chlorpromazine, chloramphenicol, phenytoin, or gentamicin. Yeah. Absence seizure. Exactly. Issue. Khurana Pandit. Very nice. Absence seizure. Very good. Absence seizure is also known to be as your petit mal epilepsy. Right? Absence seizure is also known to be as your petit mal epilepsy. Okay. Now, Gray-Baby syndrome. That's your chloramphenicol. Now, what if I ask you about blue baby syndrome then? Blue baby syndrome. If I ask you blue baby syndrome, or if I ask you red man syndrome, then blue baby syndrome, red man syndrome. Blue baby syndrome is done by no. It's not grand mal epilepsy. Grand mal epilepsy is known to be as generalized tonic-clonic epilepsy. Issue. Generalized tonic-clonic epilepsy, that is known to be as grand mal epilepsy. Petit mal epilepsy, that is what your absence is. Blue baby syndrome, that's your amiodaron. Exactly. Amiodaron. Very good. Very good. Very good. Amiodaron can cause blue baby syndrome. Red man syndrome, that's your vancomycin. All right. Right. Very nice. Very nice. Antibody which crosses the placental membrane. Okay. Plenty of time I told you, right? Placental membrane is just like a guard. You know, guard. And G for guard, G for IgG. Okay. Chalo. Which of the following anti-cancer drug have the least emetogenic activity? Okay, least emetogenic activity. Is it your cisplatin, cyclophosphamide, dacarbazine, or hydroxyurea? What's that? What's that? That's your hydroxyurea, guys. This is important, by the way. Nice question. Okay, this is a good question. Important. Least emetogenic activity. That's your hydroxyurea. Remember this one. GLUT1 is an example of. GLUT1 is an example of membrane protein facilitating active transport of glucose, membrane protein facilitating passive transport of glucose, channel for glucose transport, a form of insulin. GLUT1. NIPER JEE 2021 base. Yes. Anyone? That's your B. A membrane facilitating passive transport of glucose. Okay. Passive transport. Passive. It facilitates passive transport, facilitated diffusion. Okay. Now, which of the following only acts as insoluble surface anesthetic? Surface anesthetic, lidocaine, cocaine, halothane, or benzocaine. Only as insoluble surface anesthetic. Lidocaine, cocaine, halothane, or benzocaine. Yeah, simple most question. That's your benzocaine only, right? Benzocaine, insoluble surface anesthetic. Okay, insoluble benzocaine surface anesthetic. Right? Inverse agonist means binds to receptor, produce the effect of agonist. Opposes the effect of agonist. Opposite effect of agonist binds to receptor and produce effect like antagonist. Gajab ka question hai. Sir, tell me this one. Lidocaine is given through IV also, na? Safrina, yeah, yeah. Inverse agonist, inverse agonist. What's that? Anyone? That's your binds to receptor and produces the effect of agonist, right? Binds to receptor and produces the effect of agonist. It's not opposes the agonist. That would be antagonist, right? That would be antagonist over here. This is what agonist and intrinsic activity of agonist is +1, right? If I talk about antagonist, then intrinsic activity is 0. Binds to receptor and produces the opposite effect of agonist. Yes, this is what inverse agonist, right? This is what inverse agonist, and intrinsic activity would be -1 over here. Binds to receptor produces effect like antagonist. That is not something like that. Okay. Now let's go ahead now. Okay, now the genetically determined unwanted reactivity to chemicals or drugs are called as, is it your intolerance, drug allergy, idiosyncrasy, or poisoning? That's a simple question. If you see anywhere as a genetically determined unwanted reactivity, that is obviously your idiosyncrasy. But one more question came in your mind, should be come in your mind, that's your idiosyncrasy comes under which kind of adverse drug reaction? Is it your type A, type B, type C, or type D? What's that? What's that? Type A, type B, type C, or type D? That's everyone knows, right? That idiosyncrasy is nothing but your genetically determined unwanted reactivity, right? Okay, this is what B exactly. Type B over here. And type B, that is your bizarre. Type B, that is your bizarre over here. Okay, bizarre have hypersensitivity reaction as well as idiosyncrasy reactions. Okay, chalo. Which of the following agent is used in ameliorative test of myasthenia gravis? Okay, myasthenia gravis is nothing but your autoimmune disease, right? It is nothing but your autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease. And what does it do? What does it do? It destroys NM receptor, right? It destroys NM receptor. So used in ameliorative test. Okay, edrophonium, physostigmine, pyridostigmine, or neostigmine. What's that? What's that, guys? Autoimmune disease. Is it your destroying NM receptor? Yeah. Is it your edrophonium, physostigmine, pyridostigmine, or neostigmine? What's that? Obviously, that would be your edrophonium. And if you remember edrophonium is your shortest acting cholinomimetics. Shortest acting 𝑘𝑠𝑡𝑟𝑜 Remember that. Okay. Apart from that, this adrophonium, pyridostigmine, and neostigmine, all these three drugs are your water soluble in nature. All these three are your water soluble in nature. Physostigmine is a lipid soluble in nature. Lipid soluble in nature. Water soluble, that's why they can be used in the drug of choice for myasthenia gravis. Myasthenia gravis. Neostigmine is also been used as a drug of choice for cobra bite. Okay. So this is you have to remember, guys. Okay. Drug of choice for cobra bite, that is your neostigmine. Chalo. Paclitaxel is obtained from simple question. Is it your ginkgo biloba, Pacific yew, Panax ginseng, or all of these? Yeah, come on. First. Yeah. Yeah, anyone? Paclitaxel is obtained from Paclitaxel is obtained from Pacific yew. Yes, Pacific yew, and that is also known to be as your Himalayan yew tree, right? Himalayan yew tree. Paclitaxel gives you paclitaxel, that's your taxanes. Taxanes, right? And this taxanes is nothing but acting on to which phase? Which phase of cell division? That is your M phase of cell division. Okay? M phase of cell division. Along with vincristine, vinblastin, they will be acting onto the M phase of cell division. Okay? Ginkgo biloba, that is your PAF antagonist. What is PAF? PAF is nothing but platelet activating factor. Okay, so that you have to remember. And this question was asked in UG PAT 2026 as well. Okay, ginkgo biloba, PAF antagonist. Right? Chal. Now, one of the following great names is related to with magic bullet. Okay, magic bullet, guys. Simple, simple. Pasteur, Ehrlich, Sorensen, or Fleming. Yeah, come on. One of the following great names is related with magic bullet. Pasteur, Ehrlich, Sorensen, or Fleming. Arey, come on, chalo fast. That is nothing but your Paul Ehrlich, guys. Simple, yeah. Paul Ehrlich because of the chemotherapy, right? Because of chemotherapy. Louis Pasteur, father of microbiology. Father of microbiology. Okay, microbiome. Sorensen has given pH scale, if you remember. Fleming, Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming, Alexander Fleming. Penicillin, right? Penicillin ka discovery. Discovery of penicillin. Now, which of the following factor affects the volume of distribution of a drug? Okay, pKa of a drug, partition coefficient of a drug, drag, plasma protein binding, or volume, or all of the above. Yes, pKa of a drug. Obviously, if the drug stays ionized condition, then it will be staying in your blood only, plasma only, right? It will not be able to cross that phospholipid bilayer and will not be able to go into tissue. That's why VD is going to be decreased down. Right? Partition coefficient of a drug? Yes, obviously. If partition coefficient is higher, that means the drug is lipophilic in nature. Lipophilic in nature, so it has more VD. Right? Increase partition coefficient, that is KO by W, right? Or you can say log P value. Log P value. If increase, then VD is going to be increased. Plasma protein binding? Yes. If plasma protein binding, PBP, is increased, that means the drug is having complex with plasma protein and size is going to be increased. Size is going to be increased, then ultimately your drug will not be able to travel to the tissues. It will be staying into the plasma. So all of the above is going to be your correct answer. Now, in a normal healthy adult, blood urea concentration is found to be 20 mg deciliter, 60 mg deciliter, 80 mg deciliter, or 100 mg deciliter. Yeah, that is your 20 mg deciliter, guys. But what is deciliter? Can you guys tell me? What is deciliter? What amount of ml? What amount of ml is your deciliter? What amount of liter is considered to be as your deciliter? Anyone? Chalo, come on fast. Yes. Deciliter, deciliter, deciliter. No one knows. Deciliter. What is deciliter? That means what? 10 raised to the power minus 10? अरे नहीं बच्चे. Deciliter means 1 liter. One decimal. One decimal means 1 liter means 1000. है ना? ml. And deciliter मतलब 1 decimal. So that means 10 से divide कर दो. So 1 gone. That is your 100 ml only. Okay? 100 ml only. And if you talk about 1 liter, then was in 1 decimal. 10 से divide करो. That is your 0.1 liter. That is also 100 ml. Okay? Remember this. Deciliter is nothing but 100 ml only. Now, insulin promotes transport of glucose in which of these? In which of these? Okay. Promotes transport of glucose in which of these? Is it your liver, RBC, muscle, or hepatocytes? What's that? Insulin promotes transport of glucose in muscles. Okay. Chalo, this is all about 23 questions of pharmacology, guys. Now let's talk about the pharmaceutical jurisprudence that we have two MCQs over here. Okay, now Dabur Research Foundation is situated in Azad, Izzat Nagar, okay, Ghaziabad, Bombay, or Pune? Ghaziabad. Azab. Yeah, that is your Dabur Research Foundation is situated in Izzat Nagar, Ghaziabad, Bombay, or Pune? Yeah, that is your Ghaziabad case. Okay, Ghaziabad also having that IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeial Commission laboratory as well. You can say Indian Pharmacopoeia Laboratory. Indian Pharmacopoeia Laboratory is also in Ghaziabad. Izzat Nagar, Izzat Nagar, that's your IVRI, IVRI, Indian Veterinary Research Institute of India, right? That's your Izzat Nagar. Bombay, Bombay में क्या था वो? भूल गया मैं. There was something in Bombay, but I lost. पुणे में भी I think कुछ था. Medical Testing Lab Laboratories, Utrine, ऐसे करके कुछ था. बस देख लेना. Okay, do look out that one. Government regulatory agency that controls the prices of pharmaceutical drugs in India. Is that your CDSCO, IND, NABL, or NPPA? Yeah. Anyone? What's that? CDSCO is your Central Drug Standard Control Organization. That is nothing but Regulatory Authority of India. Regulatory Authority of India that governs the clinical trials. Clinical trial CT. Okay, IND is a application. That is your INDA. Investigational new drug application that has been filed after preclinical trial. After preclinical trials. Okay, INDA. Whereas if I talk about NDA, so NDA is filed after phase 3. Okay, NABL, that is for accreditation for some laboratories for some hospitals, but this is your NPPA, that is useful for your regulatory agencies for the control of prices of pharmaceutical drugs in India. NPPA is nothing but National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. Okay, chalo. Now pharmacognosy 14 MCQs, guys. Chalo, this one. Which of the following agents inhibits spermatogenesis? Okay, spermatogenesis. I told you in one of a lecture that male contraceptive. What is that male contraceptive over here? Which is going to inhibit the spermatogenesis? It is your Gelusil, J-Mcadiol, Gestodine, or Gossipol. What's that? Yeah, anyone? Chalo, come on fast. We'll be going faster. That's your Gossipol, exactly. Male contraceptive, it is also known to be as Gossipol, cotton seed oil. Okay. A gelling agent in case of tissue culture is what? Gelling agent. Sucrose, cellulose agar or gum xanthan? What's that? What's that, guys? A gelling agent in case of tissue culture is sucrose, cellulose, agar, or gum xanthan. Sucrose, cellulose, agar, or gum xanthan. That's your agar, right? Agar is your gelling agent in case of tissue culture. Okay. Now, in the tissue culture, except all are used as micro elements. Except they are asking. Except is it your manganese, zinc, copper, or magnesium? What's that? In the tissue culture, all are used as micro elements. Except that's your manganese, zinc, copper, or magnesium. What's that? That's your magnesium, guys. Magnesium as well as calcium. Magnesium as well as calcium. These are two which are considered to be as your macro elements. Macro elements. Whereas all these ones are your micro elements. Okay. Chalo. See. See over here. Calcium and magnesium comes under macronutrient. Micronutrient are all these. Specific simple way to learn. That simple way to learn all double alphabetical nature. Double, 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 double. Except boron. Double, 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 double. These are your what? Micronutrients. Whereas all single ones except calcium, magnesium, and silicon. These are your macronutrients. Okay. Remember this one. And this parameter is also important. 0.5 gram per kg plant dry weight. That's a micronutrient. Chalo. Calcium oxalate crystal in Rolfia root as prismatic, cluster, acicular, or rosette. Yeah. What's that? Prismatic, cluster, acicular, or rosette? That is your prismatic, obviously. Okay, now cyniol is a constituent of clove. Cyniol, clove, citronella oil, peppermint oil, or eucalyptus oil. Yeah, cyniol is a constituent of clove, citronella oil, peppermint oil, or eucalyptus oil. Yes, cyniol is your nothing but eucalyptus oil, guys. Okay, chalo. One of the following dominantly contains mucilage. Okay, mucilage, guys. Mucilage is your fluid exudation. है ना? Fluid exudation. That is your isabgol, cascara, licorice, or ajwain. Yeah, ajwain. Isabgol, cascara, licorice, or ajwain. What's that? Hello, good morning, Shraddha. Good morning. That is your contains isabgulla, guys. Okay, isabgulla plantagonaceae. है ना? That is your family of that one, right? Swelling index, exactly, Shraddha. It's good that you correlate each and everything with each and everyone. Swelling index is very much higher in this Isabgulla, right? In case of Eugenia caryophyllus, calcium oxalate prisms are absent, trichomes are absent, starch is absent, or all of the above. In case of Eugenia caryophyllus, that is your clove, right? It is your all of the above. Okay. Now, Canada balsam is useful for Canada balsam is useful for staining the section, staining the calcium oxalate crystal, fixing the section, or stalling the starch grain. Clove myrtaceae, exactly. Very nice. Anna, that's your Canada balsam is useful for the fixing the section. Okay. Now, carbohydrate consisting of methoxylate, polygalactouronic acid. Okay. Methoxylate, polygalactouronic acid. Is it your chitin, cutin, suberin, or pectin? Yeah, that's nothing but your pectin only. Here you can see P for polygalactouronic acid as your pectin only. Very nice, Shraddha. Now, virus-free plant can be obtained from root culture, meristem culture, anther culture, or all of the above. Plenty of times we have discussed this thing. Plenty of times. Plenty of times. Yeah, that is your meristem culture, right? Now, dragon dwarf reagent is what? Drag-and-drop reagent is specifically useful for your alkaloids, right? Alkaloids, potassium mercury chloride, potassium bismuth iodide, potassium iodide or picric acid. That is your drag-and-drop D and B. Bismuth iodide, that is your B. Potassium mercury iodide, that's your Mayer's reagent. Okay, Mayer's reagent. Okay, remember this one. Picric acid, that's obviously, right? Red color, exactly. Now, Wagner, yeah, Wagner is your potassium iodide. Mayer is your potassium mercury iodide solution, gives cream color precipitate. Hager's, that's your picric acid. Okay, gives yellow color. Kurchi bark. Kurchi bark belongs to family. Is it your Rubiaceae, Apocynaceae, Locaniaceae, or Legumineaceae? Kurchi bark. Kurchi bark, guys. Kurchi bark. Yes. Kurchi bark is your Apocynaceae, just like your, I think so, Rolfia. Rolfia also has Apocynaceae, right? Chalo. Polarana antidicentrica. Horseshoe shaped. Remember? Horseshoe shaped stone cells. Kurchi. Right? Now, on the cell culture, which gas is used in cryopreservation of animal cells? Okay. Cryopreservation, you will be having only one. That is a liquid nitrogen, right? Cryo means freezing. Freezing. And for the freezing one, the liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen. So, N2 would be your correct answer. Vinca. Okay. Now, St. John worts is widely used in United States, mainly acts as antioxidant, antitussive, antidepressant, or antidiabetic. What's that? St. John wort is widely used in the United States mainly as, yeah, liquid nitrogen. Yes, exactly. Cryodesiccation. Hana, this is your antidepressant only, right? Chalo. Biochemistry 6 MCQs. 6 MCQs biochemistry. Krabs disease is due to the deficiency of Krabs disease, galactosidase, beta glucosidase, ceramidase, or sphingomyelinase. Sphingomyelinase, I can tell you, that's a Niemann-Pick disease. Niemann-Pick disease, right? Krabs disease is for first beta galactosidase. Okay, remember this one. Now, total number of purine nucleotides is equal to total number of pyrimidine nucleotides. This is according to Watson and Crick model, Bohr effect, Chargaff's rule, or none of the above. Total number of purine nucleotides. Yes. Purine nucleotides is equal to total number of pyrimidine nucleotides. This is according to Watson and Crick. No, that has been given for double helical model of DNA, right? Bohr's effect, that's your different thing. Chargaff rule is your correct answer over here, right? Erwin Chargaff. Now, common component between urea cycle and citric acid cycle is what? A plus G is equal to T plus C. Yes. Common component between urea cycle and citric acid cycle is what? Aspartate, fumarate, ornithine, or malate. Anna? This is also a one which is responsible to be as a common thing between urea cycle and citric acid cycle. That is your fumarate. Very nice, Shraddha. Very nice. Very good. Anna? Ritax. Very good. Now, which is a non-reducing sugar? Which doesn't give Benedict test? Anna? You can say Fehling test. Is it your glucose, fructose, sucrose, or all of the above? Non-reducing sugar. Yeah. Non-reducing sugar. This is your sucrose as well as trehalose. Trehalose. Okay. Glucose, fructose, maltose, and lactose. These four are your reducing sugar. Reducing sugar. Sucrose and trehalose. These are your non-reducing sugar. Remember this one. Now, the protein part of enzyme is referred to as, okay, protein part, haloenzyme, apoenzyme, prosthetic group, or activator. Protein part of enzyme. Protein part of enzyme is referred as apoenzyme, guys. Okay, chalo. Now, the most abundant amino acid present in the body is non-essential amino acid. Obviously, that is your alanine, glutamine, aspartate or tyrosine? Yes, anyone? The most abundant amino acid present in the body is alanine, glutamine, aspartame, or tyrosine. That is your glutamine. Very good, Shraddha. Anna, glutamine. Now let's talk about pharmaceutics and allied subject. 33 MCQs over here. Okay, chalo. In the preparation of smallpox vaccine, the drying process is what? Okay, smallpox vaccine. The drying process is what? Spray drying, vacuum drying, drum drying, or freeze drying. Okay, whenever there is a part of any biological thing, whenever there is a part of any biological thing which is living in nature, right? You will definitely do the cryopreservation. Okay, cryopreservation or something freezing kind of a thing, right? That's why freeze drying will be considered for this one. Okay, definitely, exactly. Shraddha, Rataksh, issue, very good. Now, cocoa butter exhibit all of the following properties except cocoa butter exhibits all of the following properties except it is a mixture of glycerides, polymorph, soluble in water, useful in formulating rectal suppositories. Yeah, cocoa butter exhibit all of the following properties except mixture of glycerides, yes, polymorph, obviously, soluble in water, nah, that is not soluble in water. So C is going to be your correct answer over here. A satisfactory suppository base must meet all of the following criteria except. What's that? What's that? It should have a narrow melting range. Okay. It should have non-imitating. Okay. It should be inert or it should must melt below 30 degrees Celsius. Must below 30 degrees Celsius except they are asking. Yeah, that is your, it should must melt below 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, which of the following acid has highest degree of ionization in aqueous solution? Aqueous solution. Highest degree of ionization in aqueous solution. Aspirin pKa is 3.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.1 or 5.2. Simple. Least the pKa, greater the ionization. Least the pKa, greater the ionization. क्या बात है धनिया मिर्च मसाले सब आने लगे यहाँ पे है ना very nice that is your 3.5 is going to be your correct answer over here okay and you can say like least degree of ionization, then it would be ibuprofen because it is quite nearer to the aqueous solution pH that is your 7.4. Okay, so that's why least ionization will be here in 5.2. Okay, now the minimum per gram is used to determine. Now the minimum per gram is used to determine what volume of capsule, size of capsule, strength of capsule, or viscosity of capsule shell. The minimum per gram is used to determine what, guys? Yeah, that's your volume of capsule only, right? Very good. What is the most suitable combination of methyl parabene and propyl parabene? Oh, plenty of time I have seen this question. Methyl parabene is 4, propyl parabene is 1. So, 4:1, right? Very nice. 4:1. Now, what is MSDS? Oh, Mahendra Singh Dhoni system. MSDS, Mahendra Singh Dhoni system. Material safety data sheet, material standard data sheet, manual of standard drug substance, or none of the above. Yeah, very good, Ritak, Shraddha, Ishu, Dania, very nice. Anna, that is your material safety data sheet over here. Okay, chalo. Which is the measure of central tendency? Central tendency. Central tendency is just a part of biostatistics, guys. Mean, mode, median, all of the above. All of the above. Simple. Geometric system given by which route? Geometric substance system is given by which route? Through rectal, vaginal, transdermal और oral. इसका एक बार चेक करो सर. अब दोनों आंसर है. अब दोनों आंसर है. कौन से में दोनों आंसर है भाई? एक टेस्ट में सेफ्टी दिया था. अच्छा, चलो चेक करेंगे. ठीक है. So this is your oral, guys. Oral, very nice. Chalo. Limulus abimosite lysate is used for the test of simple. That is your limulus. I think so. Secondary test है ना, secondary test or primary test, and one is your rabbit test, है ना, for your parenterals, है ना, for your pyrogens, right? Rabbit test. Lal test, sham test, है ना. Toxic substance, sham test is your this one, rabbit test. Sham test is your rabbit test. Toxic substance, pyrogens, solid residues or foreign particles, that is your pyrogens only, right? B, pyrogens. Lal test, right? Vinca. Any there से Vinca या as per GAMP requirement, the filters for sterile air are HETP filters, membrane filters, edge filters, or asbestos filters. Chalo. GMP filter, GMP requirements, guys. GMP requirements. Yeah. Anyone? That is your HETP filters. Bulking agent used in the parental preparation is what? Bulking agent used in the parental preparation is it your sodium metabisulfite, benzyl alcohol, carbolic acid, or sorbitol. Bulking agent is used to increase the weight. है increase the weight, you can say, increase the volume in parental preparation. So what's that? Sodium metabisulfate, benzyl alcohol, carbolic acid, or sorbitol. What's that? This is your sorbitol, right? Chalo. What is the type 2 class? Plenty of time they used to ask in NIPER as well. Plenty of time. This topic is very much important in NIPER. What are the tests that is being specifically conducted for each of the glass? What is the name of that specific glass? Borosilicate, that's your type 1, right? Type 1. Type 2 is your treated slime glucose, so treated soda lime glass, and type 3 is your soda lime, right? And not for parental glass, that is your type 4, right? So treated soda lime is going to be your correct answer. And these test method, although this table is very much important, right? Although this table is very much important. Test method type 2 for water attack test. Exactly, Shraddha and Ritax. Very good. Very good. And uses also you have to remember. 1, 3 is for powder glass, type 2 and type 2 water attack test. Exactly. Very good. Very good. Very good. The concentration of surfactant solution at which micelles are formed as called zero micellar concentration, critical micellar concentration, high micellar level, or low micellar level. Okay, what's that? Simple most question. Simple most question over here. The concentration of surfactant solution at which micelles are formed is called as. What's that? That's your critical micellar concentration. And what if I talk about temperature then? What if I talk about temperature then? Yeah, that's your CMC for sure. But what if I talk about temperature? What is that temperature known to be as? Solubility of gelatin capsule is decreased by fumaric acid, formalin, titanium oxide, or all of the above. Yeah, what's that, guys? Solubility of gelatin, Kraft point. Exactly, Ritax. Very nice. Kraft point. Solubility, Kraft temperature. Yes, yes. Same thing. Same, but different. Solubility of gelatin capsule is decreased by fumaric acid, formalin, titanium oxide, or all of the above. What's that? That's your B, formalin, guys. Formalin. Okay. Titanium oxide, that's your opacifier. Okay. Now, which of the following is water insoluble polymer? Yeah. Water insoluble polymer: hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, ethyl cellulose, polyvinyl pyrrolidine, or hydroxyl propyl cellulose. What's that? Which of the following is water insoluble polymer? Simple, no? Simple. Water insoluble polymer is that's your ethyl cellulose. Exactly, water insoluble polymer. Okay, now in Roche fibrillator, plastic chamber revolves at which one? This one is also simple. Roche fibrillator friability test, plastic chamber revolves at 25 rpm, 50 rpm, 15 rpm, or 30 rpm. Friability test. Yeah. 25 rpm for how much time? For how much time, guys? बहुत गर्मी है, चटनी बना लो धनिया की, ठंडी होती है वो. ओके धनिया, चल. सॉरी. चलो, right. 25 rpm, that's your 4 minute, and 100 total revolutions are being made over there. Okay, chalo. Which of the following is neutral preservative? Chlorocresol, chlorobutanol, फिनाइल मर्क्यूरिक एसिडेट और थायोमर्सल. Yeah. Which of the following is neutral preservative? Chlorobutanol, phenyl mercuric acid, or thiomycin? Yes, that's your chlorobutanol race. Okay, neutral preservative. Neuro सुनाई पड़ रहा है, देख रहे हो कितना पागल हो गया मैं. हम कोरिएंडम सताइवम, ओ भाई साहब, श्रद्धा लड़की पागल हो गई. धनिया का भी निकाल डाला. कोरिएंडम सताइवम डी लाइनालूल धनिया. क्या बात है, क्या बात है. Inadequate spreading of the coating solution before drying is called hazing, blistering, cracking, or orange peel effect. What's that? है ना? Hazing, blistering, cracking, or orange peel effect. Inadequate spreading of the coating solution. That is your orange peel effect. Guys? Okay. So now, okay. The ratio of dry gelatin and dry glycerin in soft gelatin capsule is 0.4 ratio 1, 0.6 ratio 1, 0.8 ratio 1, or 1 ratio 0.8. What's that? Dhania leaves contain vitamin A. क्या बात है? Vitamin C also, by the way. That is good for skin also. चलो 1 ratio 0.8. Okay. So B को लॉक करें. सर ठीक साहब. Hard is for 0.4, medium is for 0.6, soft is for 0.8. Okay. So the term used to describe the settling of an aggregated system refers to the descending of the boundary. कहाँ गया? Boundary between the sediment and the clear supernatant above it is Oswald ripening, subsidence, sedimentation, or none. What is that? Yeah, that's your subsidence, guys. Very good. धनिया, तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है भाई? रियल आईडी से आओ, असली आईडी से आओ. Is that your real name or something else? Which is dimensionless quantity. क्या बात है, क्लास 11th की फिजिक्स याद आ गई. Dimensionless quantity. Porosity, tortuosity, ये क्या है? Tortuosity ये क्या चीज होती है? Both A and B and none of these. Both A and B. Tortuosity क्या होती है? I don't know, guys. Plants get water through the roots because of capillary, viscosity, gravity, or elasticity. Plants gets water through the roots because of capillarity, right? Xylem and phloem, if you remember, xylem for water, phloem is for food, right? Simple. मतलब imagine. Plants get water through the roots because of gravity. Wow, उल्टा चल रही है gravity. Elasticity, मतलब पेड़ को तुम तोड़ दो, elasticity, right? चलो. Number of significant figure in 28.0 is if there is 28, that's a significant. But if you got nothing about this one, then it would be 2 only, I think, right? Okay, 3. अच्छा, 2 होने चाहिए थे वैसे. चलो. Now, bloom strength. Bloom strength of gelatin capsule is directly proportional to molecular weight, molecular chain length, solubility of gelatin, force involved in the gelatin molecule. Yes, bloom strength. Yeah, bloom strength is your nothing but molecular weight case. Okay. चलो. HLB values of detergent are in the range of 13 to 16. धनिया का नाम धनिया ही है, तभी वो नहीं बता रही है. या तो धोनी नाम होगा उसका. 13 to 16, 8 to 16, 7 to 9, और 3 to 8. श्रद्धा कोरिएंडर इन इंग्लिश. कोरिएंडर नाम है तुम्हारा, मतलब वाओ, कोरिएंडर इन इंग्लिश. नाइस. मतलब कोरिएंडर का भी एक इंग्लिश वर्ड भी है. अच्छा, ओके. चलो, no worries, we will not talk about it. This one, that is your forwards, guys. Forwards, if I talk about, so anti-foaming, and then beach में you have your oil in water, right? Sorry, water in oil, water in oil, water in oil, and here we have oil in water. Okay, forward, anti-foaming, water in oil, wetting agents, detergents, then उसके बीच में this, sorry, यहाँ पे आएगा ऑयल इन वाटर, एंड देन solubilizing agents. Okay, 13 to 16. All right, chalo. Oral pharmaceutical aerosols involved. रुको मैं इसकी फैमिली भूल गई. धनिया की फैमिली. अरे भाई साहब, घर घर पे नहीं जाना भाई. Oral pharmaceutical aerosols involve the use of all propellant except. Okay, oral pharmaceutical aerosol involve the use of all propellants except. Okay, except trichloromonofluoromethane, dichloro-difluoromethane, dichloro-tetrafluoroethane, or isobutane. Okay, the CFCs, right? CFCs are not useful. Chlorofluorocarbons, right? Chlorofluorocarbons are not being useful over there. Now, angle of repose for free flowing powder is less than 20, less than 40, above 50, or above 80. For free flowing that means. हाँ, मैं समझ गया हूँ. मैं भी थोड़ा सा सरकाज़म में बात कर रहा था, तुम नहीं समझ रही हो. मैं तो समझ गया, तुम नहीं समझी श्रद्धा. Angle of repose for free flowing powder, है ना? Is it your less than 20, less than 40, above 50, or above 80? What's that? Free flowing, that's your less than 20. Yeah, excellent, no? Excellent, exactly. Yes, the size reduction of a substance to an extremely fine state by rubbing on a slab with the help of an insoluble liquid is called as. Insoluble liquid is called as your pulverization, levication, trituration, or decoction. Yeah, chutney. लो आ गया. आ गया. Trituration. Chutney. धनिया चटनी. Trituration. Okay. Triturate. You know. Fine state of rubbing on a slab. Ghiso. You know. If time is to clock, then pressure is to. Huh? If time is to clock, then pressure is to. क्या मतलब भाई? If time is to clock, then pressure is to. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay. Okay. Potometer, hydrometer, barometer होगा. It's not barometer. It is barometer, right? So barometer. Now, the method of expressing magnetic field strength is your cycles per second, pulses per second, dBi units, or Gauss. What's that? The method of expressing magnetic field strength is your magnetic fields. Magnetic field, obviously, that's your. हाँ समझ गया भाई धनिया, वही किया मैंने. बोरो नहीं पैरो है ना? That's your Gauss case. Gauss magnetic field. Tesla also and Gauss also. Tesla, Tesla की कंपनी है. Depilatory. Depilatory preparation is useful for removal hair from the body. Yes. Exactly. Remove hair from the body. जब हम ना चूहे को ना, okay, whenever we used to give some transdermal, cream to the rats or mice, and we used to uh, use this one depilatory preparation so that the rat's hair will be removed off. है ना? So that's why we used to use that one. Okay, chalo. Which is the suitable candidate for mucoadhesive drug delivery system? Mucoadhesive drug delivery system. Drug with short biological half-life, extensively absorbed in stomach only, unstable at mucosal surface. Okay. Drug causing severe mucosal irritation. Suitable candidate है भाई. Disadvantage. Extensively absorbed in stomach only. मतलब ही नहीं mucoadhesive का. Another short biological half-life. Yes, that is your correct thing over here. A. है ना? This is what the thing is. Shraddha, remember? This is what the thing is. Biotechnology 8 MCQs. Good job. Now, extra chromosomal DNA which irreversibly integrate in the bacterial DNA is called plasmid, mesosome, episome, or none of the above. Yeah, extra chromosomal DNA which irreversibly integrate in the bacterial DNA is called as what? That's your episome, right? So, gene manipulation. Okay. To modify germ cells of animals permanently is called as transgenesis, transphoresis, gene expression, or this none of the above. Yes, anyone? Yes. This is your transgenesis, guys, which is your gene manipulation. Okay. 20 days, 20 model paper. I hope you are doing that one as well. Chalo. The agglomeration of several fold chains of amino acid is known as in which structure? In which structure? Primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, or quaternary structure? Primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary? What's that? What's that, guys? That is your quaternary structure, agglomeration of several fold chains of amino acids. That's a quaternary structure. Immobilization techniques involves what? Immobilization of enzyme, right? Enzyme immobilization. Is it your entrapment, complexation, adsorption, or all of the above? Immobilization technique involves what? Entrapment, complexation, adsorption, or all of the above. What's that, guys? Yeah, that is your all of the above. Okay. Now, NIPER JEE 2026 model paper 10, that is on 29th of May. आज शाम को 8 बजे से सुबह नेक्स्ट 8 PM तक, ओके, एंड लाइव डिस्कशन वो तो हिंदी चैनल पे। सैंट जॉन वॉर्ट इज वाइडली यूज्ड इन द यूनाइटेड स्टेट मेनली एक्ट एज, ये तो हमने कर लिया, दैट इज योर एंटीडिप्रेसेंट, राइट? डीएनए पॉलीमरेज 1 हैज व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग एक्टिविटी? इज इट योर 3 to 5 nuclease, 5 to 3 nuclease, 5 to 3 polymerase, or none of the above? Yeah, सरकारी option. Yes, this is your 5-3 nuclease activity. Okay. So the movement of gene from one chromosome to another or from one site to different one of the chromosome is called as. Okay. The movement of gene from one chromosome to another or from one site to different one on the same chromosome it is called as what? Translation, transposition, transformation, or translocation. That is your transposition only, right? Okay. Enzyme used for the conversion of mRNA into cDNA is what? DNA polymerase, DNA ligase, reverse transcriptase, or RNA polymerase? Yes, enzyme used for conversion of mRNA into cDNA. DNA polymerase, DNA ligase, reverse transcriptase, or DNA polymerase? What's that? That's your reverse transcriptase piece. Okay. Okay, now microbiology 5 questions. In gram staining techniques, counter stain used as ग्राम स्टेन टेक्निक्स केमिस्ट्री का कब है सेशन? जस्ट इसके बाद 5-6 क्वेश्चंस और हैं, उसके बाद अगले सर लेंगे। ओके, नाउ दिस वन, ग्राम स्टेनिंग टेक्निक काउंटर stain is used as, obviously that's your safranin, right? Okay. The bacteria which cannot grow in presence of oxygen is termed as, cannot grow, facultative anaerobes, obligate anaerobes, aerotolerant anaerobes, or microaerophiles. Yeah, what's that? That is your obligate anaerobes. Okay, so phospholipids are usually in anionic form, dipolar ion form, non-ionic form, or cationic form. Obviously, you know that's your phospholipids are nothing but your lipid bilayer. So lipid bilayer, bi and di, these are same. So dipolar ion form, right? Sure. Okay. A given gram-positive bacterium is differentiated from gram-negative bacteria staining. This is because of the cell wall contains what? अच्छा ठीक है. Gram-positive में कौन सी होती है? Obviously, yeah, that is your teichoic acid, right? Teichoic acid. Teichoic acid. Teichoic acid. Yes, teichoic acid is present in your gram-positive, whereas peptidoglycan is there in your gram-positive as well as gram-negative as well. And LPS, yes, lipopolysaccharide. Lipopolysaccharide is present in your gram-negative bacteria as well. When I was doing my research on my animals, the lipopolysaccharide was one of my inducer, which was causing neuroinflammation in mice. So LPS I used as your inducer. Okay, Riedel-Walker coefficient is stated on the labels of antibiotics, disinfectants, shampoos or sunscreens. Yeah, 𝙈𝙁𝙎𝙎 coefficients. Obviously, that is your disinfectant, guys. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. This is it from my end. All the pharma portion except pharmaceutical chemistry. And now the pharmaceutical chemistry will be taken up by Akhilesh sir. And thank you so much for being here with me for this pharma section. Right. Wishing you all the very best for your rest of the preparation and do well in your NIPER paper. And remember, whatever you do for a reason. And when you do for a reason, you definitely win. All right. So this is what I want to say for you guys. And just do like this video because we do deserve some kind of likes, you know, because we do also hard work for you guys as well. All right. So just before leaving, just make sure you like this video as well. So, guys, thank you so much. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you into the next session. Bye bye. Signing off.
Good morning, everyone. Okay. So let me confirm you all. We are here again with the another NIPER JEE 2026 model paper number 5. So this is going to be the 5th model paper discussion in this YouTube channel. So confirm me, guys. Am I audible to all of you? Audible and visible properly or not? Faster, so that we can start the session. So we have done with the pharmaceutical portions, pharmacological portions, and now it's time for the pharmaceutical chemistry portion as well. So let's get started. Okay, idhar bhi aa gaye, Shraddha is saying. Yes. So proper, fast and furious, we will be seeing this session. Okay, all right. So let's get started. So we are having two segments. The one that will be pharmaceutical chemistry and the allied subject, and then we'll be having the pharmaceutical analysis. So let's get started. First of all, with the pharmaceutical chemistry portion, that is having 12 MCQs. So the first question we are having is, which gas is used in hollow cathode discharge lamp? We are having hollow cathode discharge lamp. So which gas is used in this analytical technique? Helium, neon, argon, or all of the above? So if it was asked like which is the best source, then you can have like, okay, it is a neon. But if we are asked about which gas is used, and we are having all of the above options as well, so look for the gases that are present here. We are having helium, neon, helium, and argon. Or are the noble gases? All right. So for this question, we can go for the all of the above. But okay, for the best source, we will be using the neon. For the best, we will be using the neon. But since we are asked, that will be all. We can use all of them. Okay. Oh, is it so? All right. All right. Which is the functional group transferred by coenzyme pyridoxal phosphate? So which is the functional group that is transferred by the enzyme? What? Coenzyme pyridoxal phosphate. Is it aldehyde, H atom, amino group, or the acyl group? So which one? Faster. It's not aldehyde, that is transferred. H atom, no. Amino group, yes. So this one is the amino group. The amino group is present here. Amino group is transferred by this coenzyme pyridoxal phosphate. Hydrolysis of glycerides yields. So glycerides, hydrolysis yields what? Salts of fatty acids, yes. That is having fatty acid chains with glycerols, soap, yes. So all of these. So we can have all of these. That is the Sarkari option. That is D. That is all of the above are yielded when we are having the hydrolysis of the glyceride. So yes, D option will be your correct answer. The anti-Markovnikov addition product from the following reaction is CH3CH double bond CH2 with HBr. Anti-Markovnikov, it means we are using the peroxide, and in the presence of peroxide, it is having anti-Markovnikov addition. And what is this anti-Markovnikov addition? The electrophilic part of your reagent will be adding to that double bonded carbon atom which is having lesser number of hydrogen, just opposite to what Markovnikov said. So the product that we are going to have here in the form of anti-Markovnikov addition, that will be this one, because this reaction will be following a free radical addition mechanism. So this is what? This is given in which option? Okay, so A option is having this. So A will be your right answer. A will be the correct answer for this question. Option number A is the right one. Now the next we are having what? Straub reaction in rats. So Straub reaction in rats is shown by direct ecology question. So what do you think? Straub reaction is shown by what? Straub reaction, ephedrine, morphine, histamine or the dopamine. So which is the right answer? Which will be your correct answer? Ephedrine, morphine. The right answer is morphine. Correct answer will be the morphine. Yes, the morphine causes Straub reaction in the rats. Straub. Alright, the next, the most stable form of conformation of N-butane. So N-butane is having 4 conformations, 4 extreme conformations: anti, gauge, eclipsed and the fully eclipsed. So the most stable form is what? Anti form, when both the methyl groups are present at 180 degree. While the least stable form is the fully eclipsed form, when the dihedral angle between the methyl groups is 0. That is having the highest energy, least stability. So we are asked about the most stable. You can also have it as the least energetic. If the stability is most, means energy will be least. So least energy, which one is this? So this is an anti-form. Anti-form. Option D will be the right answer. Yes, that is correct. Anti, then gauge, then eclipse, and then the fully eclipsed. So Shraddha is having the correct answer. Correct stability order sequence as well, and the energy sequence will be just reversed. Mesotartric acid is optically inactive due to the presence of. So we are having mesotartric acid. It means we are having carboxylic, and the OH and OH are on the same side. So this, because of the presence of plane of symmetry, this structure will be having optical inactivity, and that is why because this structure is having plane of symmetry. Due to internal compensation, this structure will be having no optical rotation. So because of this molecular symmetry, this structure is having optical inactivity. Yes, that is correct. Molecular asymmetry. No, this structure is having symmetry, not asymmetry. So this is wrong. External compensation. External compensations are seen in the racemic mixtures. So a racemic mixture is optically inactive because of external compensations. Two asymmetric carbon atoms. Two asymmetric carbon atom is not the correct case for this optical inactivity in this tartric acid structure. There are so many number of compounds where there are two chiral centers, two chiral carbons, two asymmetric carbons, but still they are having optical activity. So because of this molecular symmetry, this structure is having optical inactivity, and whenever we are having the symmetry, the structure will be having optical inactivities because of the internal compensation, and the meso compounds are only named because of this symmetry. A substance decolorizes bromine solution in CCl4 and cold dilute neutral permanganate solution. The substance is all right. So we are having bromine water. Whenever we are having alkene, so alkene reacting with the bromine water gives decoloration. The color that was seen for due to bromine, that is now having decolored. Now the next we are having neutral permanganate. So permanganate, that is potassium permanganate in general, and with the reaction with the potassium permanganate, we will be having what? We are having the vicinal diols. So yes, both of these are seen in the case of alkenes. Alkenes, no alcohol, no aldehyde. So both of them are alkenes, but this is just a single alkene, but this is talking about the whole family. All right, so all the alkenes will be showing this. So that is why we will be going with the B as the correct answer. The most appropriate option will be the B, that is the alkene. That will be the alkene. Alkene, olefins, oil forming. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Now the next we are having betaine structure is related to betaine structure. So whenever we are having what? Carbonyl compounds, when we react this carbonyl compounds with the ylide, that is triphenylphosphine. We are having a cyclic intermediate that is named as the betaine, and after this hydrolysis we are having the alkene formation. This reaction is known as the Wittig reaction. This is known as the Wittig, no Kolbe reaction. Kolbe is related to electrolysis of the salt of carboxylic acid, sodium or potassium salt of carboxylic acid, to give you what? To give you alkanes. Baeyer-Williger oxidation, that is having what? Whenever we are having the ketone compounds, oxidizing it with the peroxy acid, we are having the esters. Perkin, that is for the alpha beta unsaturated acid formations by reaction of the benzaldehyde with the acid anhydride. We are having this formation. Wittig, yes, Wittig, not Witting, it's Wittig reaction. This is seen in the Wittig reaction. Wittig reaction. Now the next, plus lactic acid is. So this plus lactic acid, structure of lactic acid is what? We are having COOH, CH3, OH and H. So we are having the chiral carbon. Now if this and its mirror image, let's have the mirror image of this as well. COOH, OH on this side, H on this side. One of them will be the dextrorotatory and the other one will be the levorotatory. Since we are given the plus, this plus is actually representing us dextro form. Dextrorotatory isomer. Dextro means the compound where the rotation of PPL is seen in the right side, or you can say the clockwise movement, clockwise deflection of the plane polarized light. Those compounds are termed as the dextrorotatory form, and they are represented either with the small d or with the plus symbol. While for the compounds that are having PPL rotating towards the anti-clockwise side, that are known as the levorotatory, represented with the small l or the minus symbol. So this plus is actually telling us about the dextro form. Dextrorotatory form. Alright, dextrorotatory form. Now the next we are having trio and erythro is related to. So the trio and erythro are what? They are the diastereoisomers, the stereoisomers that are not mirror images of each other. For a case, let's have this. We are having COOH and we are having the CH3. We are having OH, OH, H and H, and the other one, it's stereoisomers. OH on this side, H on this side, this OH is on here and here. So both of them are optically active. Someone will be saying, sir, why we are having symmetry? Where the symmetry? Where is the symmetry? Carboxylic and methyl? No. These compounds are not having any kind of plane of symmetry. They are optically active. This is also optically active. This is also optically active. Its mirror image will be seen like this: carboxylic, H, OH here, and the CH3. This is the mirror image of the trio form. Oh, sorry, erythro form. So this one, and the mirror image of this structure will be carboxylic on this side, CH3 on this side. So this is closer to the mirror, OH, H. This was OH here and H. So this structure is diastereoisomeric with this one. These both structures are not mirror images. They are stereoisomers, but trio form and the erythro form are not mirror images. This one is the trio form. When both the same groups are present on the opposite side, that is known as the trio form. That was learned with the simple mnemonic throw. So when you throw means you are having something from here to there. Means opposite, something far away. So throw, trio, and this one is erythro. Okay. So trio and erythro are actually diastereoisomers. That is diastereoisomers. They are diastereoisomers of each other. So this will be having B as the correct option. B option will be the right one. Now the next we are having, which is a tribasic acid. Tribasic acid means it is having 3 ionizable H plus ions, 3 ionizable protons. So if it is having 3 ionizable protons, in this case we are having just 1, here we are having 2, here we are having 3. How? Look, this one OH, the second OH and the third OH. So 1, 2 and 3, we are having 3 hydrogens that are attached with the more electronegative oxygen atoms. Means from these oxygens we can have the formation of H plus ions. So this H3PO4, that is the third one, can have the 3 protons formation, 3 proton generation, that is tribasic acid. Now let's go for the pharmaceutical analysis portions. We are having 17 questions in this segment. Which of the following parameter is used to determine qualitatively current in polarography? नहीं, something is missing, something is written. Determine qualitative current in polarography, diffusion current, residual, limiting, or the half wave. Look, this here we are asked just about what current is present, what parameter is used to determine. So this is half wave potential. But if we are asked about in the amount, like which and what amount, that will be for the diffusion. So here for this case we will be having the half wave potential. Molecular ion peak is known as parent peak. Simple question. Parent peak. So molecular ion peak is known as the parent ion peak, parent ion. The end point in the essay was determined by the end point in the essay. What essay? Again, this is having some mistake in the question. Okay. The end point in the essay. For what essay? We are not written here. Like what essay we are actually having with. So that is having incomplete information in the question itself. Reflected energy of X-ray in rota weight is proportional to the. So reflected energy in the X-ray of the rota weight is proportional to the volume of the capsule. Weight of the filled capsule. Yes, that is correct. Mass of the capsule or weight of the capsule. No. So weight of the filled capsule, that is what we are having relationship with the X-ray in the energy of the X-ray in the rota weight. Which of the following requires the highest energy for excitation? Pi to pi star? No. Sigma to, yes. So the highest energy, the highest gap between the energies, that will be between the sigma to sigma star. The highest energy. Okay. So the second option, that will be the right one. That is the correct one. Which solvent not used in the IR spectroscopy? CH-Cl3, okay, that can be used. CCl4 most frequently, CH2 also. But this aqueous, that is water. Water is not used in the case of IR spectroscopy because of hydrogen bondings. So this water will not be used here in this case. Solvent shift in UV visible spectroscopy is related with. So the solvent shift in the UV visible spectroscopy is related to boiling point of the solvent. So the polarity of the solvent, no molecular weight of the solvent, none of the above. So the solvent shift in the UV visible spectroscopy is directly related with the polarity of the solvent. It is related to the polarity of the solvent. So you can go with the option number B, that is the correct one. Hydrogen bonding is determined by, so the hydrogen bonding is determined by NMR, mass, IR, Raman spectroscopy. So the hydrogen bonding is determined by what? IR, that is given in the option number C. Which plating is used in GCIR to increase the effective path length of the IR cell? So to increase the path length of the IR cell, what plating we apply in the GCIR? Gold, stainless steel, chromium, or none of the above. So this is not the gold that will be used here. Gold plating we apply for the increase in the path length, to increase the path length. One of the following is universal HPLC detector, IR, UV visible. For the universal, we will be using the refractive index. The universal HPLC detector, universal HPLC detector that we used is the refractive index, RI only, okay. So the refractive index detector is the only universal detector in the HPLC. Which is called as vibrational spectroscopy? Again, the first point that whenever we start studying the IR spectroscopy, the first point that we have is like this IR is that is infrared spectroscopy is vibrational spectroscopy. IR, okay. IR. Densitometry is used in GCIR, TLC, GLC, all of the above. So this densitometry is used in what? It is used in thin layer chromatography, that is TLC. Okay, TLC, principle involved in the mass spectroscopy. So for the mass spectroscopy, excitation of electron, mass to charge ratio, molecular vibration, splitting of electron, mass to charge ratio, it is given in the option number B. So this mass to charge ratio is the only principle that we have for the mass spectroscopy, and I hope you all have studied this during the classes. Polarographic technique is based on the measurement of, so the polarographic technique, this is based on the measurement of potential difference, yes, resistance, temperature change, conducting. So this is based on the measurement of potential difference, potential difference, potential difference. Sample preparation in the form of Mueller reagent occurs in which type of technique? So sample preparation in the form of Mueller reagent, NMR, UV visible, FTIR, or mass. Faster. So Mueller reagent in general news all that we are having, so that is related to the FTIR. FTIR. 1700 centimeter inverse and 3500 centimeter inverse are IR range for the following groups respectively. So 1700, that is for the carbonyls. Okay, that is for the carbonyls. Okay, and 3500, that is for the alcohols. So B option. It's the only B option that are correct. So B option is having both the correct IR range written. Okay, so here we are having for the alcohols that is 1300. Okay, and for the what, for the, look, where is the alcohols? Yes, here we are having the alcohols that is between 3200 to 3650. So yes, 3500 in between. So alcohols, we will be having the correct answers. Correct answers. The principle on which IR spectroscopy is based. The principle on which the IR spectroscopy is based. Shielding and deshielding. Excitation of electron. IR. Bending. Okay, yes, here we are having the bending and the stretching. Rocking, scissoring, bending and stretching. That is the correct one. Stretching and bending. All right, so this is all about your pharmaceutical chemistry portions. And now this is the time for the non-pharma segments. So be prepared. Just after this session, Aditi ma'am will be joining for the non-pharma segments. Okay, non-pharma portion where she will be covering all the aptitude, English, reasoning, GK, GS, all these topics. Okay, so that is all for the pharma portion. Thank you so much everyone, and see you soon in the next model paper discussion. Okay, thank you so much, thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. So from here, we start our known pharma. That is, we cover journal knowledge, reasoning, aptitude, and journal English. So let's start our known pharma session. So start from the reasoning. So question number 1 is in your screen. Good morning, Ishu. So question number 1 is in your screen. So question number 1 is a clock is placed at 12 noon its hour and point towards north east. In which direction does its hour hand point at 1:30 p.m.? So what is the answer of this question? What is the answer of this question? A clock is placed at 12 noon its hour and points toward northeast. So like east, west, north, south. So like 12. So it is in northeast direction. In which direction does its hour end point towards 1:30? So it will go that like east direction. So option number B is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 122. Among the following words, which one will come in the middle if they are arranged as per the order of English dictionary? If we arrange all these words in according to English dictionary, so what come in the middle? That is dance, degree, dare, dear, development. So first you have to arrange all these words in an English dictionary way, okay? So first is dance, then dare, this, sorry, dare. Now we have 3, degree, dare, development. Option A issue, that is dear. Yes, dear. Now dear, degree and development. So option number A is correct, that is dear. Now move to the next question, that is question number 123. So point to a woman, Supriya said, the woman is the daughter of the only child of my grandmother. How is the woman related to Supriya? Dhanya, very good, dear. Pointing to a woman, Supriya said, the woman is the daughter of the only child of my grandmother. Now, how is the woman related to Supriya? Where is the question? That is sister. So option number A is correct. That is sister. Like grandmother, only child, women in picture, and Supriya. So like sister. Radha walks 9 meters towards the southeast. Then she walks 15 meters towards west. From there, she walked 9 meters towards the northwest. Finally, she walked 6 meters towards east. How far is she standing from the starting point? Okay, like north, east, west, south. So like for instance, she is there. Radha walks 9 meter towards southeast. So southeast is there. So 9 meter. Then she walks 15 meters towards west, like in that direction. How much? That is 15 meter. Now towards the west. Okay, towards west. Now from there she walks 9 meter towards northeast. That is northeast is there. So in that direction. 9 meter. Now northwest in 9 meter. Finally, she walks 6 meter towards east. So east is there. So 6 meter towards east. How far is she standing from the starting point? Like Here's the starting point. Now she is there. Like the distance between this point to this point is what? That is 15 meter, and the distance is like 6 meters. So 15 minus 6 is equals to what? That is 15 minus 6. The answer is what? Answer is what? That is 9. So option is 9 meter. She is 9 meter away from the starting point. She is 9 meter away from the starting point. Understood? Now move to the next question. Question number 125. In 4-letter cluster given below, in the 4-letter clusters given below, 3 are alike and 1 is different. Select the odd one. You have to select the odd one. 𝐹𝐻𝑗, 𝐸𝑖𝑘, 𝐶𝑔𝑖, 𝐴𝑒g. 9 meter. Yes, Dhanya, very good. 9 meter is the correct answer. Now the next question is, you have to find the odd one word from the given. 𝐹𝐻𝑗. Dhanya, 𝐹𝐻𝑗, very good. The correct answer is like 𝐹𝐻𝑗 is the correct answer. Is it correct? Anyone? 𝐹𝐻𝑗. Like if we see F, if you add 2 numbers, then you go H plus 2 J. CGI plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2. So 𝐹𝐻𝑗 is different. Now move to the next question. Like 15 multiply 71 is equals to 84. 72 multiply 23 is 57. 37 multiply 44 is equals to 84. Now we have to find 54 multiply 32. So what is the answer? Dhanya, Ishu. What is the answer? Like if you see 15 multiply 71, that is 7 plus 1 is equals to 8, and 5 minus 1 is equals to what? That is 4. When you interchange, that is 8, 4, 84. Similarly, you can do for 54 multiply 32. So what is the answer? That is 51. Very good, Dhanya. Answer B is 51. That is 51. 51 is the correct answer. Yes, plus and minus. Yes, plus and minus. Now move to the next question. That is question number 127. In a certain code, P is coded as 7. TMR is coded as 54. Like how will Naresh be written in that code? P 17, Naresh is equals to 65. Now 4-letter Naresh. P17, TMR is like 54. Now Naresh is coded what? That is 65. The answer is 71. But according to that is 65 is the correct. Like when you add all the numbers, P is in what position? That is in 17th. So like if you see Naresh, it is in 65. So answer is 65. That is That is option number B. Now move to the next question. That is 128. Dhanya, answer is 65. Yeah, answer 65 is the correct. Here is a wrong option. That is 71. Answer is 65. P is in 17th position. If you see Naresh, when you add all the letters, you will get 65. 65 is the correct answer. If a letter of the word ADISHNER, like a sequence of a letter, were written in a reverse order. If you write this in reverse order, then which would be third letter to the right of the ninth letter from the left? If you write this in reverse, what is the answer? That is RAYKRATHCAFRAKRNAPHNSIDA. Then which would be the third letter to the right of the 19th letter from the left? That is R. Like if you write it in a reverse, now find ninth letter from the left. So ninth letter from the left is like C. Third letter to the right of C is like what? That is R. So option number. Now move to the next question. That is question number 129. In a class of 36 students, the number of boys is twice the number of girls. There are 13 boys before Reena, whose position is 19th in the class. How many girls are there in the class? You have to find. Like boys is equals to twice of girls. So we can say that x plus 2x is equals to what? That is 36. 3x is equals to 36. Then x is equals to what? That is 12. So girls is x, that is 12, and boys is what? That is 2 multiplied 12, that is 24. So if you see, like we have 12 girls, 24 boys. If you see, Reena is in 19th position. Here is 13 boys and 5 girls is equals to 18 people. In after Reena, there is 11 boys, 6 girls is equals to 17 people. So like girls before Reena is 18 minus 13, that is 5, including Reena, that is 6. Now girls after Reena is what? That is 12 minus 6, so 6. Now if entomology is related to insects, now etymology is related to what? Words, books, satellites, plants. If entomology is relatable to insects, then etymology is relatable to what? Answer is what? that is words. So etymology is related to words. Entomology is study of insects, etymology is study of words. Okay, now move to the next question. 12 October 1997 was Saturday. Then what day was it on the same date in the year 2008? Like if you see, like normal year is equals to 1 odd day and leap year having 2 odd days. So leap year between 1997 to 2008 is like 3. So we have 3 leap years, 2000, 2004 and 2008. So normal year is what? That is 11 minus 3, so 8. So total odd days is 8 multiply 1 plus 3 multiply 2 is equals to what? That is 14. So when we divide 14 by 7, you will get 2, remainder 0. So Saturday, given day is Saturday. Now if 11 relatable to 132, then how other numbers is relatable to in that condition? Like if you multiply 11 multiply 12, you will get 132. Similarly, when you multiply 8 multiply 9, so 8 9 72. So option number D is correct. 8 ratio 72 is the correct answer. 8 ratio 72 is the correct answer. So 8 is relatable to 11 is relatable to 132. So 8 is relatable to 8 ratio 72. Now move to the next question. That is question number 133. So pick the odd one. You have to pick the odd one. E, F, C, D, M, N, K, L, O, P, Q, R, I, J, G, H. So the correct answer is what? If you see this number, option C is in consecutive orders. O, P, Q, R. But all other numbers are not in consecutive order. So option number C is correct. Option number C is correct. If D, F, B ratio G, H, C proportion L and J, then ratio is what? If you add, if you go 3 steps forward, you will get G. And if you go 2 steps forwards, you will get H. Then if you go 1 step, then go C. D, G, F, H, B, C. So J, K, N, M, O, P and L, M, N, O. So O, P, K, that is option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Now move to the next question. 5 students are sitting in a circle facing the center. Sumit is between Sunil and Sushmita. Sumit is between Sunil and Sushmita. That is Sunil and Sushmit. Sushma is on the left side of Shweta. So somewhere is Shweta. Like let Shweta is here. So Sushma is on the left side of Shweta. So if Sushma is there, so left side of Sushma is Shweta. Okay. Sushmit and Sushma, that is Sushmit and Sushma are not sitting next to each other. They are not sitting next to each other. If we interchange like Sushmit and there is Sushma. So who is sitting next to Sumit on his right side? So Sunil, like Sunil is there, and so that is Sunil. So option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Now move to the next question. Aman is older than Shahu. That is, Aman is older than Sahu, and Sahu is younger than Komal. So Komal is younger than Sahu. Okay. Oh, but older than Milan. Komal is older than Aman but younger than Uday. So Uday, Komal, and then Aman. So who is third oldest among them? So first Uday, Komal, then Aman, then Sahu, then Milan. So third is who? That is Aman. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. Select the number that is different from the rest. Select the number which is different from the rest. If you see the number 52637, 63754, 56372, 72563, all are same, having 52637 in different position. But if you see option number B, having 4 is there, so option number B is correct. That is odd one from all the given 4 numbers. Now next is pick the odd one out. Pick the odd one out. That is deer, tiger, cow, leopard. Deer, tiger, cow, leopard. So odd one is like cow. Cow is domestic animal. So option number C is correct. Now move to the next question. Select the option in which the word share the same relationship as that shared by the given pairs. That is cat, meow, then owl, hiss, no, duck, quack, yes. Yes, Dhanya, like duck, quack, yes, bilkul. Bull, crow, no. Jackal, hoot, no. So the answer is B. That is duck, do, quack, quack. Now move to the next question. That is question number 140. We have to select like virus is related to disease, then exercise. Then exercise is what? That is walking, jogging, cycling, or health. Walking, jogging, cycling, health. Which one is correct? Virus, disease, exercise, walking, jogging, cycling, health. That is health, yes. Option number D is correct. Now move to the next question. That is question number E is older than C. Like E is older than C and D is older than C but younger than E. So like E, D, C. A is younger than B and C. A is younger than B and C. Like and C also, that is this. Who is youngest? We have to give the answer who is youngest. That is E, D, okay, E, D, then C, then B, then A. So who is the youngest? That is A. So option number A is correct. That is A. So option number A is correct. Now question number 142. If A is the father of B and B is the father of C. Then how is C related to A? Yes, issue. D. Very easy question. If A is father of B, A is father of B and B is father of C, then how is C related? That is grandchild. That is option number D. That is grandchild. Now move to the next question. That is question number 143. Now out of the 4 materials listed, there are 3 are alike in some manner and 1 is different. So if you see iron, gold, steel, silver, iron is metal, gold is metal, silver is metal, both are metals, silver is also metal, but if you see steel, it's alloy. It's alloy. So option number C is correct. No. Dhanya, steel. Iron, gold, silver are metals. Steel is alloy. So option number C is correct. You have to find the odd one. Now the next. Square, rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram. Like equilateral, scalene, quadrilateral, equiangular. So equilaterals comes under triangle. So equilateral triangle. So out of the league question. Scalene is also relatable to what? That is a triangle. And equiangular. Equiangles having all angles are equal. So this is not the correct answer. If you see square, rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram are all quadrilateral. So option number C is correct. Option number C is correct. If you see square, rhombus, rectangular, parallelogram having 4 sides. Okay, so having 4 sides we say quadrilateral. So the answer is quadrilateral. Option C is correct. Now next question. Select the option that best describe dollar, rupee, yen, taka. Is relatable to what? Wealth, finance, economy, currency. Dollar, rupee, yen, taka. Which is the best answer for defining all these 4 words? All are, if you see dollar, rupee, yen, taka, all are currency. Yes, Dhania, option C is correct. Option D is correct. That is a currency. Now move to the next question. That is now going to another session for general knowledge question. So you have to give the answers quickly. Okay. So question number 1. Who launched India's first hydrogen highway during the World Hydrogen India 2025 held in New Delhi? Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, Nitin Gadkari, Rajnath Singh. Who launched India's first hydrogen highway during the World Hydrogen India 2025 held in New Delhi? So the answer is what? Yes, Nitin Gadkari. Nitin Gadkari. Option number C is correct. Option number C is correct. Nitin Gadkari. Very good. Now move to the next question. That is question number. Who broke 𝘿𝙗�㼧 Kohli's record for the fastest ODI century by an Indian? Dhania, taka is used in Bangladesh. That we called BDT. Smriti Bain. Yes, Smriti Mandhana. That is option number C is correct. Yes, option C is correct. So Smriti Mandhana broke Virat Kohli's record for the fastest ODI century by an Indian. Now move to the next. Where did Navy Chief Admiral 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙏 inaugurated India's new indigenous naval base INS Aravali's recently? Mumbai, Kochi, Visakhapatnam, Gurugram. Where? The answer for this question is like Gurugram, like in Gurugram, 12 September 2025. 12 September 2025, Navy Chief Admiral 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙏 inaugurated India's new indigenous naval base INS Aravali recently in Gurugram in September 2025. That is 12 September 2025. So option number D is correct. Now move to the next question. What is the name of the world first mRNA cancer vaccine launched by a Russian scientist? That is Sputnik C, Antromonix, OncoVac, CancerVac. What is the name of the world first mRNA cancer vaccine launched by Russian scientist? That is Antromonix. That is option number B. Option number B is correct. That is Antromix. Antromix. Now, where was the 4th Semicon India's 2025 organized? Where? Pragati Maidan, New Delhi. Bharat Mandapam, that is New Delhi. Yashobhumi, Bangalore International Exhibition Center. Where? Where? Where was the 4th Semicon Indian 2025 organized? Pragati Maidan, Bharat Mandapam, Yashobhumi, or Bangalore International Exhibition. So the correct option is in Yashobhumi. Option C is correct. That is Yashobhumi, where the 4th Semicon 2025 organized in Yashobhumi. It was held from 2 September to 4 September 2025. So the event focused on India's semiconductor and electronic manufacturing ecosystems. Now, what is the first global rank in fish production? What is India's global rank in fish production? That is first, second, third, fourth. So global rank for fish production, India got second rank. That is option number B. India got second rank. Now move to the next. Who is the first Indian to complete 1300 run in T20 cricket? Who is the first Indian to complete 13,000 runs in T20 cricket? Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul. Who is the first Indian who complete 13,000 runs in T20 cricket? Correct answer is what? Dhania, Pavni, Ishu. The answer is Virat Kohli. That is VK, Virat Kohli. Now, according to the United Nations report, what is India's current ranking in terms of AI? What is India's current rank in terms of AI? That is 10th, 8th, 7th, 12th. No, Pavni, that is Virat Kohli. First Indian to complete 13,000 runs in T20. According to United Nations report, what is India's current ranking in terms of AI? That is 10th. That is 10th. Now move next question. That is, who has become the first Indian woman to secure a position in the top 10 of the Top 10 of the Hurun Global List 2025. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, Sudha Balkrishnan, Nandita Bakshi, Indra Noi. So the answer is Roshni Nadar Malhotra. She is a philanthropist and a entrepreneur and a businesswoman. Which Indian company has recently set a record for becoming the world's most valuable steel company? Tata Steel, JSW Steel, Jindal Steel, Arkler Mittal Nippon Steel. So the answer is JSW Steel. JSW Steel, India's company, has recently set a record for becoming the world's most valuable steel company. JSW Steels. Recently, in collaboration with whom Indian Railway has launched India's first Hyperloop test track? IIT Kanpur, IIT Madras, IIT Ahmedabad, IIT Patna. So the answer is IIT Madras. In collaboration with IIT Madras, India Railway has launched first Hyperloop test track. Which state in India has the highest population of vulture? Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Rajasthan, Jharkhand. So the state having the highest population of vulture is MP, that is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is known as the vulture state of India. Okay, so the state has the highest vulture population in the country. According to State Forest Department census, the vulture population reached 12,981. Who has recently taken charge as the 26th Chief Election Commission? Ashok Vaswani, Rajiv Kumar, Shukambir Sandhu, Gnyanesh Kumar. So the answer is what? Everyone knows that Gnyanesh Kumar has recently taken as a 26th Chief Election Commissioner, CEC. Gnyanesh Kumar, that is here. Gnyanesh Kumar takes charge as India's 26th Chief Election Commission. Who has been assigned the hosting of the World Para Athletic Championship 2025? Who has recently assigned the hosting of World Para Athletic Championship 2025? That is Indonesia, China, Brazil, India. So the answer is India. India has been assigned for hosting a World Para Athletic Championship in 2025. Which Indian state has become the first to adopt the green GDP model? Which state? Indonesia, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Meghalaya. So which Indian state has become the first to adopt the green GDP model? That is Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh has become the first to adopt the green GDP model. Now, where has the Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, established the country's first diabetic biobank? New Delhi, Patna, Bhopal, Chennai. Where? Where? New Delhi, Patna, Bhopal, Chennai. The answer is in Chennai. So, Indian Council of Medical Research, like ICMR, established the country's first diabetic biobank in where? In Chennai. Next, where was the foundation stone of the country's first free child cancer hospital raid recently? Lucknow, Patna, Kolkata, Bhubaneswar. Where? The answer is in Patna. So Patna was the foundation stone of the country's first free child cancer hospital. Now move to the next question, that is question number 163. Where did Union Steel Minister 𝙂𝙂 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝑎𝑠wamy recently unveil India's first green steel taxonomy? Hyderabad, New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bhopal. That is in New Delhi. Now, who topped the list of the world most powerful women released recently by Forbes? Georgia Meloni, Geeta Gopinath, Priyanka Radhakrishnan, Ursula von der Leyen. So the answer is like Ursula von der Leyen. Next is where was the Kabaddi World Cup 2025 organized recently? England, India, Bangladesh, Iran. Where? Where was the Kabaddi World Cup 2025 organized recently? In 2025. England, India, Bangladesh, Iran. So the answer is in England. Answer is in England. Now move to the next question, that is 166. The Serum Institute of India is the world's largest vaccine manufacturer by number of doses produced. Who is its high profile current CEO? Cyrus Poonawalla, Adar Poonawalla, Dilip Sanghavi, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Who? That is Adar Poonawalla is the current CEO. That is option number B, Adar Poonawalla. Now move to the next question, that is which bootstrapped zero external funding online brokerage firm was founded by Kamath brothers? Grow, Upstokes, Angel One, Zerodha. Kamath brothers. That is Zerodha. Option number D is correct. That is Zerodha. So Zerodha was founded in 2010 by Kamath's brother, that is Nitith Kamath and Nikhil Kamath. Zerodha is a bootstrapped Indian online brokerage firm. Now move. Who founded Paytm? Who founded Paytm? In 2010, driving India's initial digital wallet revolution. Who? That is 𝙂𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙬𝙎 Sharma, Kunal Saha, Bipin Preet Singh, Ashneer Grover. So the answer is that. Answer is Kunal Saha. Kunal Saha was the founder of first wallet like Paytm, which is in 2010. So 𝙂𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎 Sharma was the founder of Paytm in 2010. Dipendra Goyal is the face and founder of which major food, tech and restaurant discovery brand? That is Swiggy, Zomato, Food Panda, Fasus. That is Zomato. That is Zomato. So Dipender Goyal, co-founder of Zomato in 2000 along with Pankaj Chadda. Who founded CRED, C-R-E-D, the high-end rewards-centric fintech platform for credit card users? Jitendra Gupta, Kunal Saha, Lalit Kesre, Amrish Rao. So the answer is Kunal Saha. Kunal Saha is prominent Indian entrepreneur. He founded CRED in 2018. Before CRED, he founded the popular Paytm platform Freecharge. Now, who wins the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 2010? Paul M. Romer, Jennifer A. Doudna, Nadia Murad, none of the above. So the answer is Jennifer A. Doudna win the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 2020. in 2020. Now move to the another session, that is aptitude. Now you have to like try to solve all the questions which is in aptitude. So question number 1 is the sum of all possible 2-digit numbers formed from 3 different 1-digit natural numbers when divided by the sum of the original 3 numbers is equals to what? Is equals to what? The sum of all possible 2-digit numbers formed from 3 different 1-digit natural numbers. So we have to take 3 different natural numbers, okay, to form the 2-digit number. Like for example, we take A, B, C, 3 natural numbers, that is 3 natural numbers, and from these numbers we have to make 2-digit numbers, okay. From these 3 numbers we have to make 2-digit numbers. So these are 1-digit number and all are different natural numbers. So natural numbers are what? Those numbers which are start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to infinity, okay. So we have 3 natural numbers, that is A, B, C. From these numbers we have to form 2-digit numbers, that is we can see AB, BA, what? That is BC, CB, AC, what? That is CA. Okay, so how many numbers we have? That is total we have 6 numbers. So their sum becomes what? When divided by the sum of the original numbers is equals to what? That is their sum becomes what? That is 22 in bracket A plus B, and when divided by this by original number, that is 22 in bracket A plus B plus C divided by A plus B plus C, you will get what? That is 22. So the answer is what? That is option number C. Okay, now move to the next question, that is question number 173. So you have 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6 is divided by 2 by 5 minus 5 by 9 plus 3 by 5 minus 7 by 18. The result is what? So the result is what? Result is what? Like 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6. So you have to first you have to equal the denominator for all the 4 fractions, okay. So you will get 60 as the LCM, okay. So 30 minus, that is 15 plus 12 minus 10. So you will get what? That is you will get 17 by 60. By solving this you will get 17 by 60. When you solve 2 by 5 minus 5 by 9 plus 3 by 5 minus 7 by 18. Okay, so similarly you take the LCM. Okay, you take the LCM. When you solve this you will get what? That is 1 by 8. When you solve this by taking LCM you will get 1 by 8, and you have to find the fraction. Like when you divide this by this you will get what? That is 17 by 60 upon 1 by 8. That is 17 upon 60 multiply 8. Okay, when you solve this you will get your answer. That is 51 by 10. So option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Now move to the next question. That is question number 174. So the largest natural number which exactly divides the product of any 4 consecutive natural number is what? Is what? is what? That is 24. Like we take 4 consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers are that 1 2 3, that is x, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. So we take 1 2 3 4. When we make the product, that is 1 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 4, that is 24. So 24 will always divide the product of any 4 consecutive natural numbers. So 24 is the answer. Okay, we take 4 consecutive numbers, that is 1 2 3 4. Okay, so 4, like we product all these numbers, that is 1 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 4, we get 24. So 24 is that number, when we divide it will completely divisible. Okay, so 24 is the correct answer. Now 2 numbers are in the ratio, that is 2:3. If 5 is added to each numbers, the ratio becomes 5:7. Okay, the ratio becomes, like we have 2 numbers, that is 2:3. It means 2x and 3x. When we add 5 to each numbers, that is 2x plus 5 and 3x plus 5, the ratio become what? That is 5/7. So we do cross multiply, that is 7 in bracket 2x plus 5 is equals to 5 in bracket 3x plus 5. So 7 2s are 14x plus 7 5s are 35 is equals to 15x plus 25. Okay, plus 25. So when you solve this, you will get what? That is, you will get x, and you will get x is equals to 10. So the value of x is 10, but you have to give the answer for bigger number. So bigger number is what? That is 3x. That means 3 multiply that 10, that is 30. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. That is 30. Option number A is correct. Now move to the next question. That is, a student who secured 20% marks in an examination fail by 30 marks. Okay, so there is a student who scores 20% marks and fail in the examination by 30 marks. Another student who secured 32%, get 42 marks more than those who required to pass. Okay, so the percentage of the marks required to pass is what? Okay, so the total marks, let take total marks is 100. Total marks is equals to 100. Okay, now passing marks is x%. Okay, so passing marks is x%. Now the difference is what? That is 12% difference. That is 32 minus 20, that is we got 12. 32, that is 32 minus 20, that is 12% difference. So difference in actual marks. So difference in actual marks is what? That is 32 plus 42, sorry 30 plus 42, that is 72. That is 30 plus 42, that is 72. So 12% is equals to what? That is 72. So 1% is equals to what? That is 6. So if we go for passing marks, so we can say that 20% of what? That is 20% of what? 20% plus 30 is equals to what? That is 25%. That is 25%. So 25 is the answer. That is option number B. That is option number B. Now question number 177. A and B finish a job in 12 days, while A, B, C, like A plus B finish a job in 12 days, while A plus B plus C finish a job in 8 days. So C alone will finish the job. If only she will do the work, like how much time he takes to complete the work. Okay, so we have to find. Okay, so first we found the total work, that is 24. So efficiency of A plus B is 2 and the efficiency of A plus B plus C is what? That is 3. And if we see the efficiency of A plus B is 2, so the efficiency of C is what? That is 1. Efficiency of C is 1. So if only C complete the whole work, he will take how much days? That is 24 upon 1, that is 24 days. So he will take 24 days to complete all 24 work. Yes. Silver Anil, option C is correct, that is 24 days. If A plus B take 12 days, A plus B plus C take 8 days. So to how much work? Total is 24 work we have to complete. The question is we have to find like how much time will C takes to complete the work. Okay, so like A plus B take 12 days, A plus B plus C take 8 days. Okay, so total work is 24. The efficiency of A plus B is 2 and the efficiency of A plus B plus C is what? That is 3. So if we found the efficiency of C, that is 1, because A plus B is the efficiency of 2, and if here is C, that A plus B efficiency is 2, so only one efficiency is left, that is for C. So efficiency of C is 1, so 24 by 1, that is work is equals to, as we know, work is equals to time into efficiency. So time is equals to what? That is work upon efficiency. So how much work is there? That is 24 work. So 24 and the efficiency of C is 1. So 24 1, that is 24 days. Okay, let's move to the another question. Nilesh go to school from his village at a speed of 4 km per hour and return from a school to village at a speed of 2 km per hour. If he takes 6 hours in all, then what is the distance between the village and the school? So we have to find the distance between the village and the school. Like time to go school, that is we don't know how much distance he covers, so d by 4, that is this time is equals to distance upon speed. So we can say that t1 is equals to d by 4. Time to return, how much? That is t2, that is time is equals to distance upon time. So distance we don't know, but we know the speed, like what? That is 6, and total times he take, that is 6 hours, that is t1 plus t2 he takes, that is 6 hours. So d by 4 plus d by 2, so d by 6 is equals to 6. D by 4 plus d by 6 is equals to 6, because we have total time, that is equals to 6 hours. So t1 plus t2 is equals to what? That is 6 hours. So sorry, there is 2 km. So return distance, return speed is 2 km per hour. Here is also 2. So when you take the LCM, that is 8, 4 to the 8. So 6d is equals to 6. So 6 cancel by 6. So d is equals to 1 multiply 8. So d is equals to 8 kilometers. 8 kilometers. So the total distance he cover from village to school is 8 kilometers. 8 kilometer. He cover 8 kilometer distance from village to school. Next, question number 179. A dealer sold a machine to a shopkeeper at 20% profit. The shopkeeper sold to the customer so as to get 25% profit for himself. The difference between the selling price of the dealer and that of shopkeeper was found to be rupees 129. What is the initial price of the machine? Okay, so there is some initial price of machine. So shopkeeper, so the dealer sold a machine by like 20% profit, and the customer sell it for 25% profit. Okay, so we have to find the initial price of machine. Let initial price of machine is x. Let be, there is some initial price, let we take x. Dealer make 20% profit. That is 1.2x. Now shopkeeper sold it for 25% profit. %5 okay, 25% profit. That is SP is equals to what? That is 1.25 of 1.2x. The profit is in what? That is 1.2x. That is 1.5x. That is 1.5x. So the difference between SP is what? So the difference between SP is what? That is 129. So 1.5x minus 1.2x is equals to 1. That is 129. So 0.3x is equals to what? That is 129. So x is equals to what? 3 4s are 12. That is 430 upon 0.1. That is 430. 430. Option number C is correct. Option number C is correct. Option number C is correct. That is rupees 430. Now move to the next question. Next question is what? The ratio between Rams and Mohan age 2 years ago was 3:2 and at present it is 7:5. Find their present age. So we have to find the present age. We have to find the present age. So like how to solve this question? The question is 2 ratio between Ram and Mohan age is 2 years ago. So 2 years ago the ratio of their ages is 3:2. That is 3:2 and at present it is 7:5. At present it is 7:5. So 2 years back, that is R minus 2 upon M minus 2 is equals to what? That is 3/2. That is 3/2. Like if we see the present age is what? That is 7 and 5. So Ram is 7x and Mohan is what? That is 5x. So we can say that 7x minus 2 by 5x minus 2 is equals to what? That is 3/2. So solving this we will get the value of x, and with the help of value of x we will get the ages of Ram and Mohan. So 14x minus 4 is equals to what? That is 15x minus 6. So x is equals to 10. So the value of x is 10. So the age of Ram is, so the Ram is 7 multiplied 10. That is 70, but it is not in the option. If you see 7x minus 2, 5x by minus 2 is equals to 3/2. 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 3 5s are 15 and 3 2s are 6. So there and there. So x, the value of x is 2. So the value of x we got, that is 2. So the age of Ram and Mohan is what? That is 7 multiplied 2 and 5 multiplied 2, that is 14 and 5 2s are 10. That is, the age of Ram and Mohan is 14 years and 10 years. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. Now next question, that is, what was the day on 31st December 1 AD? Like Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Sunday. So if we see, like we know that 1 January 1 AD is taken as Monday. 1 year 1 AD is not a leap year. Okay, so total days is what? That is 365 days. So 365 days having 52 weeks plus 1 day. Okay, so 52 complete weeks, the extra 1 day shift Monday to the next day, so Monday to the next day. Okay, so but 31st December is 365th day, so it falls on the same week cycle starting from Monday. So therefore 31st December 180 was Monday. So option number A is correct, that is Monday. Now, in driving a number by 585, a student applied method of short division. He divided the number successively by 5, 9, 13 and got the remaining reminders, that is 4, 8 and 12. If he had divided the number by 585, the remainder would have been, so what would be the remainder? We have to find. Okay, so let number be n. Let a number be n. Okay, so we can say that n is equals to 5a plus 4, that is 5, and 4, that is 5a plus 4. So now if we divide a by what? That is a 9. Divide a by 9, that is a is equals to 9b plus 8. 9b plus 8. Now by what? That is 13. Now divide b by 13. So that is b is equals to what? That is 13c plus 12. 13c plus 12. Now we can say that we can find the value of a is equals to what? That is 9b. So the value of b is what? That is, we put the value of b here. So 9 in bracket 13c plus 12 plus 8. That is 117c plus 108 plus 8. And n is equals to what? That is 5. So the value we put here, 5 in bracket 117c plus 108 plus 8 plus 4. So when you solve this, 5, 8, 5 7 is 35, that is 585 c plus 584. You will get 585 c plus 584. So 584 is the remainder, 584. So option number A is correct, that is 584. क्या है? Remainder. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. So like the question is in dividing a number, so there is a number divided by 585, so let the number be n divided by what? That is 585. A student applied a method of short division. He applied the method of short division where we have quotient remainder. Okay, so he divides the number successively by 5, 9, 13 and get what? Remainder is 4, 8, 12. So when a number is divided by 5, he get remainder 4. When a number is divided by 9, he get remainder 8. When the number is divided by 13, he get remainder 12. So with the help of this, we will find the value of, that is, a is equals to 9b plus 8. So b is what? That is 13c plus 12. So we put the value of b here. So we get the value of a, and we also know that n is equals to 5a. So n is equals to 5 in bracket a, you put the value of a plus 4. So by solving this, you will get 585c plus 584. So 585 is the number that is given, that is divided by n. So you will get 584 as the remainder. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 183, that is 5 minus 4 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3. So we have to solve first inner bracket, then outermost. Okay, first we have to solve this. So 5 minus 4 minus 3 minus, so cancel by 3, so minus 6. So 5 minus 4, 4 minus 3, that is plus minus minus plus, that is 6. 5 minus 4 minus 4 minus 9, 5 minus, there is in also a bracket. Okay, 5 minus 4 plus 5, so 10 minus 4, that is 6. So is 6 correct answer? Let me check once again. So 4 minus 9, so only there is only a 1 4, there is a 5 minus 4. So from there is 5 minus, that is 4 minus 9, that is 5. 4 minus 9, that is 5, that is minus 5. So minus plus, that is 10. So option number B is correct. Minus plus, that is 10. So answer is 10. Now move to the next question, that is question number 184. The least perfect square which is divisible by 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. We have to find the least perfect square divisible by 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8 is what? So first we take the LCM of 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. So the LCM of 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 is what? That is 120. So the LCM is 120. Okay, when you 120, you can write like, if you take the LCM of 120, you will get 2 6 are 12, 0, 2 3 are 6, 0, 2 1 are 2, 0, 3 5 are, and 5 1 are 5. So 2 raised to power 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. If we have to find what? That is least perfect square number. So perfect square number having all the powers, what? That is even powers. All the powers having even powers. So we have to multiply by 3 and multiply by 5 and multiply by 2. So 2 multiply 3 multiply by 5. We have to multiply by 2 multiply 3 multiply 5. That is 30. Okay. So when you multiply 120 by 30, you will get what? That is 0 0, 3 2 is 6 and 3 1 is 3. 3 6 0 0, and which is a perfect square of what? That is 60. When you 6 6 is 36, that is, so the answer is 3600. 3600 is the correct answer. Now move to the next question, that is 185. The sum of present age of two brother is 84. The sum of present age of two brother is what? That is 84. Ratio of their ages is 3x, 3 and 4. That is 3x plus 4x is equals to what? That is 84. 7 is equals to what? That is 84. So x is equals to what? 7 1 is 7, 2 is 14. So x is equals to 12. So we have to find the percentage of younger brother. So younger brother is whom? That is 3x. So 3 multiply 12. 12 1 is 12, 24, 12 is 36. That is 36. So option number D is correct. That is 3 2 is 6. That is 36. Now the next, given that 5th July 1981 was Sunday, what was the day on 5th April? Okay, so we have to find for 5th April. As we know, 5th April 1981 is Sunday. So we have April, May, June. Okay, April, May, June. April 30 days, May 31 days, June 30. So we add all, we add all these days. Okay, so you will get 91. So 91 divided by 7, that is 13 weeks. So 13 weeks is So the day remains the same. Therefore, 5 April 1981 was also the Sunday because remainder is 0. Now we'll do some journal English questions. Okay. So the question 1 from the journal English is, choose the correct meaning of the idiom stick to his gun. Stick to his gun means what? Like remaining faithful to the cause. So the option number C is correct. That is remaining faithful to the cause. Remaining faithful to the cause. In possession of arms is incorrect. Indulge in violent activities and very active is incorrect. So the stick to his guns is remaining faithful to the cause. Okay. Now move to the next question. That is question number 188. So we have to find the correct one for synonym of adversity. Synonym of adversity. So synonym of adversity is what? Adversity is a difficult or unpleasant situation. Adversity is what? Difficult and unpleasant situation. So failure, helpless, misfortune, crisis. So the correct synonym for adversity is what? That is misfortune. Okay, that is misfortune is the synonym of adversity. Okay. A difficult or unpleasant situation is said to be adversity. That is misfortune. Now, antonym of candid. We have to give the antonym of candid. We have 4 options: vague, rude, cunning, deceptive. Vague, rude, cunning. So, deceptive is misleading. Deceptive is misleading. And candid is being faithful, sincere, and straightforward. So, candid is being a faithful, sincere. Okay. So deceptive is like misleading. So option number D is correct. Like as you see, vague is unclear, not especially dishonest. Rude is impolite, unrelated to honesty. And cunning is clever but not necessary opposite of frankness. So deceptive is the correct antonym for the given word, that is candid. So candid is honest, frank, and open in expressions. Now move to the next question, that is select the suitable idiom to the place. Okay, so she started for London early in this morning. She started for London early in this morning. Set aside, set off, set about, set upon. So the correct answer is what? That is set off. That is set off. She set off. She set off for London early in this morning. Early this morning. Okay. That is set off. That is set off. Now select the idiom which means to offer resistance. To offer resistance means held out. To offer resistance is the idiom we used for to offer resistance is held out. So if you see, like held away, not a prepare or idiom here. Held up, delay or stop. Held over, that is postponed to a late time. So the correct answer is held out. The protesting members held out for about a week. Antonym of permit. So permit, like giving a permission. Stop, prohibit, give order. So if you see the permit, then the answer is like antonym of permit is prohibit. So option B is correct. So stop means to cease, but not a direct opposite of permission. Give is unrelated to permission, and order means to command, not the opposite of permit. So prohibit is the opposite of permit. So antonym of vulgar, that is vulgar is bad, unnatural, uneducated, and refined. So the antonym of vulgar is refined. So like we have refined something in a good way. Okay, so vulgar antonym is refined. So bad is to general, not exact opposite, and unnatural is unrelated to manners or behaviors. Educated is related to knowledge, not refinement. So redefined is the correct antonym for vulgar. So following are the questions, have a group of words. You have to choose the correctly spelling words. Acquaintance, Acquaintance. So what is the correct spelling? So acquaintance is a person you know very well. Okay, you know very well, or you have already interacted with. So the correct spelling is acquaintance. Option number C. Acquaintance. So the next is the work pressure is affecting his health. So the work pressure is affecting his health. So we have to choose the right. Telling upon, telling against, telling for, telling to. So the answer is telling upon. Telling upon is the correct. Like the work pressure is telling upon his health. Choose the incorrectly spelled word among all the given options. All the given options. That is maneuver. That is maneuver. Maneuver is the wrongly spelled word. Correct spelling of the word is maneuver. maneuver. Now, which of the following item to support? To support, that is stand it out, standing upon, up for, stand over, stand by. So the answer is what? To support, that is stand by. That is option number D, that is stand by. So the idiom of to support is stand by. So the idiom stand by means to support someone or remain loyal, especially in difficult situation. So stand it out means to endure or persist, not support, like not supporting a person like in a difficult situation or in that any kind of situation. Standing up for means define some but more specific than general support. Okay, stand over means to supervise or watch closely, but to support is like stand by. Choose the incorrectly spelled word among the given. Rushed, routine, rubbish, runner. So runner is like RUNNER, double NER. Synonym of declaration. So synonym of declaration is what? That is denial, quit, announcement, or silence. So declarance, like announce something, that is announcement. So option number C is correct. Denial is like refuse to accept something. Quit is absence of sound, and silence, lack of speech or noise. So the correct synonym for declaration is announcement. Now choose the word which best expression for the antonym of rueful. Rueful. So rueful, like use in a way that express sorrow or regret. Rueful, like use the word in a way that express sorrow, regret. So sorrowful, inadequate, tragic, joyful. So we have to give the antonym. So if you see like tragic is also some kind of sorrowfulness, inadequate, sorrowful. So the rueful antonym is what? That is joyful, that is happiness. So the word rueful means feeling or showing regret, sorrow or sadness. The best opposite is joyful, which means full of happiness and delight, directly opposite in emotions to sadness or neglect. Sorrowful, similar means not opposite. Okay, inadequate means insufficient or unrelatable to emotions, and tragic is also related to kind of sadness. Okay, not opposite. So the opposite is what? That is joyful. When people feel happy, so we use word joyful. So the opposite of rueful is what? That is joyful. So this is the end of the today model paper. So thank you everyone. I hope you like the session. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will meet again to solve our questions related to non-pharma. So very all the best for your exam. Please make more and more practice or the subjects like you are belonging to. So take care everyone. Thank you so much.